Okay, hi everybody, welcome back. This is G. Parker Artworks and Creations. Sorry my voice is a little scratchy. I'm still got this hanging on cough. But anyway, today I've decided I'm going to do a seascape from a trip a couple of years ago. And it's early morning mist off the coast of Scotland. And so it's a lot of just grays and clouds, and so it'll be interesting to see if I can do that on a watercolor like I want. We'll see how it goes. But so I'm going to do this first. The first layer is this top part is clouds, and I'm actually going to do a little mix of blue in it. Most of it's going to be Payne's gray, but we're going to do this little bit of, what is that? Yeah, I want a little bit more blue in there. There's a little bit of blue. Because in the picture, it's really just kind of coming down rain. And I couldn't get my music to work. I might add some later, but anyway, it's going to be a little quieter today. Hopefully that's peaceful for you. There was a little bit of sun trying to peek out, and so I'm going to see if I can do that without it going crazy. Pardon me. A little bit more yellow in there. And kind of get down a little bit. I'm going to let it bleed a little bit in there. Yeah, got too much of that yellow in there. And then we've got some mountainish background. It's really kind of, because the very back part is very faint. Because you know how distance things are hazier in the distance than they are close. And this one is actually, the clouds are kind of touching back there. I want to keep this a little separate. Okay, then it gets a little darker. Some of that paint's gray. There's some buildings and stuff, but we're not going to get real detailed. Thin that out a little bit because it's actually, I'm going to go a little bit darker up there. I don't know if it's still wet. It's not that wet. Get it out a little bit. That way, a little bit more. Looking like the rain coming down a little bit. A little bit of bleeding in here. Tilting it, so hopefully it's gonna give that. That's one thing I love about watercolors. Follows the water. Okay, actually we're gonna do a little hint green in the 4-1 because it's a little closer, so you can see it a little bit more. So it's a little bit of an island type look right here. The piece where the land comes out to the water. It goes along the coastway. And there's a little island in here. Just a little tiny one. And there's some shady kind of green right in here. That one a little bit too far. And we've got water. And it's going to be gray because the sky is gray. It's pretty calm. Like I said, this is the Scottish countryside, and it was so gorgeous. It was just awesome. Would love to go back. Hopefully I'll get a chance to do that. Okay. Trying to decide what I want to do with this. kind of blends all in together. And while that's kind of the picture, not necessarily make for a good painting. So I'm going to see if I can add some more in here. That's the background, but a little bit more green in that. Trees, buildings, all that stuff going on down here. We're just going to make it look like shapes. And then the little island kind of blurred into the water stuff there. See if I can bring it out a little bit. And I'm going to go a little bit of, I'm going to get my smaller brush. That's just too big. Okay. Do a little bit of the coastline a little bit darker. Well, I'm going to try. My brush will cooperate with me. Yeah, just a little bit. Pardon me, heavens. That's too dark. Well, it all kind of blended together, didn't it? See if I can get a little bit. If you work it too much, the paper starts to kind of get crumbly. The paint doesn't go like you want because it gets too, when you work it too much, it's just, when you go over it, it just kind of starts looking muddy and does not work like you want it to. So you have to be careful with that. Do a little bit here. See if I can make it a little misty over into the mountains a little bit here. Maybe. Kind of, I mean, like I said, it is kind of a misty landscape. It's kind of hard to see much And I don't want a lot of definition because it's just... still too dark. Take some of that off. Put a little bit of lines in the water, but well, I don't know. That is what it is. Soften that a little bit. I don't know. It's not gonna soften very well. But anyway, so there's our Scottish kind of rainy seaside for the day. Hope it's been nice and peaceful for you. But anyway, we'll see you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and click that like button, and hope you have a great day.